Hey, good evening, Sanbonani, and welcome to the Monday edition of Wisdom Readings. I'm doing it from a different place, a bit dark, but it's okay. I can see, and I hope you can all see me out there. Hey, yeah, season's greetings to everyone, and all glories to His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to another season. Yeah, looking forward to more readings and more book club uh, books to come down this year. Yeah, it's gonna be a very good year of reading. And today, I think, as the year is brand new, we start the year with nothing but love. I think love is the message, and the message is love this year. We have no other option but to introduce a very nice book to coincide with the new season. And this book is none other than Bhakti, the Art of Eternal Love. There, I said it. Yeah, I said it. And this book was prepared from the introduction and first chapter of Srila Prabhupada's translation of Bhakti Shri Rasha Mirta Sindhu, called The Nectar of Devotion, along with transcripts of lectures he gave on that book in 1972 and 1973 in Vrindavana, Mumbai, and Calcutta. So this is nectar. If you talk about nectar, this is what a lot of people consider to be, the divine nectar that, everybody should actually, inject themselves with. It's healthy. It's good for consumption. So, yeah, I am the chosen one to open this one officially and give it the first reading. And obviously today we're going to be reading the first opening chapter, which is the introduction. It's very, very crucial so that we get to understand the gist behind the book. And we don't start any book without going through the invocation. So we're going to start with our invocation. Om Namo Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And with that, we start our introduction. Jam-packed, full of energy. This one is gonna be divine. I can sense it. I can sense it. It's gonna have some knowledge of really high level. So we're gonna start this introduction like we've described the book. It's also from an introduction of His Divine Grace's translation of the Bhakti Rashamarta Sindhu, which is called the Nectar of Devotion. Love is one of the words we use most and understand least. Boom. Wow. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of truth in that. Let's carry on. The problem is that there are many kinds of love. One of the distinctions we can make between different kinds of love has to do with time, duration, how long love lasts. Some love lasts a few days. Some love lasts a lifetime, and some last forever. The most lovers aspire for the latter, but in vain. Yes, we all, all of us hanker for everlasting love. So there's so many songs that actually talk about endless love. My endless love. We know that song, you know. So all of us are looking for everlasting love. It's the one thing that we are hankering for, and you know, if we can have the love that we wake up every day and you still feel the same love every day, that's that's everyone's dream. If I may put it that way. uh, yeah, and we do find out that these loves vary in this material uh, material planet, material nature. Yeah, some loves last a short time, and some love lasts a long time, and we all want everlasting love. And this is what we are looking for. If we can make it bigger, I'd appreciate it, my brother, so that we can carry on and hear what this love is all about. love between two Love between bodies is bound to be temporary because the lovers' bodies are temporary. That's simply put and straightforward. Temporary love, temporary body, temporary love. I mean, it goes hand in hand. So if the body is temporary, the love that's associated with that body becomes temporary love. Wow. It's very, very, I must put. Um, but what about the soul? Will the lovers not meet in the eternal spiritual world and there enjoy deathless love? I mean, that's what we sometimes even think about. Um, I've once aspired for that, you know, in my time. Aspired for a love that even goes beyond death, because we feel that after death we'll still be able to, get what we started. These things that we come across that we think that they are eternal. Yeah, well, yeah, we always think of them that way, that I'll see you after life. And really, it's written in so many Vedas that um, that is not the case. There's the science of transmigration, you know, that somehow argues that fact. So this eternal love is very, very important to understand, and to understand how it actually works and with who it actually works with. Perhaps, but the question is, how do we get to the spiritual world? That requires a special kind of love. The love between the individual soul and the supreme soul, God. Actually, we are caught in a web of temporary, unsatisfying, loving relationships because we have forgotten how to love God. So, the spiritual love between the individual soul and the supreme soul is the most important kind of love. It is the only love that is truly eternal. Actually, every other kind of love we experience is just a reflection of the original loving exchange between the individual soul and the supreme soul. This special love is called, in Sanskrit, Bhakti. And the process for awakening this love is called Bhakti Yoga, the art of eternal love. There we go. That's like the answer in a nutshell. Eternal love, love for God, love with God, you know, love from God. We all aspire for that, you know. It's not easy to get, but we all have to try, to get that love from God and make it our mission. And yeah, this love for God is bhakti, and the process is bhakti yoga. Amazing. And that is eternal love. Eternal love. Bhakti involves three things: the lover, the beloved, and the loving relationship. In Bhakti, all three are eternal. Wow. The lover, the individual soul, is eternal. The beloved, the supreme soul, is eternal. And the loving relationship, Bhakti, is also eternal. So everything is eternal in Bhakti, the eternal love. Yeah, this love exchange, the exchange of love between you and the Supreme is eternal. It's truly eternal. And this exchange is also involving three parts, which is the lover, the beloved, and the loving exchange. And all of these are eternal, So that's when that identity of the soul is very, very important. I would gather from that. When you start identifying with the soul, that's when it becomes apparent, to have that exchange, that love from the lover as well, and that is actually the goal of life. Like Prabhupada keeps on saying it. In the 16th century, an extremely advanced expert in Bhakti Yoga named Srila Rupa Goswami wrote a handbook on its theory and practice. He called his book Bhakti Rashamarta Sindhu, the ocean of the nectar of divine love. Wow. For a long time, its secrets remained locked in the ancient Sanskrit language. Fortunately for us, a modern master of knowledge and technique of Bhakti Yoga, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, translated the book into English and began training his students in its mysteries. Srila Prabhupada titled his translation The Nectar of Devotion. And by the way, the Nectar of Devotion is going to be given as a class. So you are more than welcome to actually come and have some nectar, from Wusa. Stay locked to the Wusa 108 pages on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. You know, look out for those classes. They're gonna be some kind of revelation. Yeah, lots of nectar coming down. Love, back to love. Love in its material manifestation is usually associated with places. A city like Paris is in the springtime, or a beach where one walked with one's beloved. In the same way, spiritual love is also associated with places. The highest such place is Vrindavana, an earthly manifestation of the eternal spiritual place where God enjoys loving pastimes with his eternal associates in the spiritual sky. In Vrindavana, there are many temples, and one of them, the Radha Damodara temple, is forever associated with Rupa Goswami because his physical form is interred there. A small memorial to him called a samadhi rises in one of the temple courtyards. Before he came to America in 1965, Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, lived in a quiet room in the Radha Damodara temple. And through his window, he could see and draw inspiration from the Samadhi of Rupa Goswami. 7 years later, Srila Prabhupada returned to the Radha Damodara temple. And in the courtyard near Rupa Goswami Samadhi, he gave for his disciples a series of lectures on the Nectar of Devotion. Selections from those lectures, full of deep spiritual insight into Bhakti, have been interwoven with excerpts from the Nectar of Devotion to form the substance of this book. So this is just the description of the book. By the way, we're doing the introduction to Bhakti, the art of eternal love. Yes, this is our next book. It's gonna be like a quick, 1, 2, 3, but packs a lot of punch. As you have heard what has been happening with love. Today we know what is eternal love. That's what we can take away from this class. And yeah, definitely it makes us look forward to the book and hear what the book has to say about this eternal love, that has been just briefly being described in the introduction. Yeah. So we invite, is it where I am? Yes. We invite you to share in Rupa Goswami's teachings on Bhakti Yoga, the art of eternal as the art of eternal love, as they have come down to us from his form, as they have come down to us from his foremost modern follower in disciplic succession. If we can learn to love God through Bhakti Yoga, then we can learn to love everything and everyone else in the proper way, in the way that will bring us to the most happiness, the best happiness, the happiness of eternal love. So, eternal love, happiness of eternal love is eternal happiness. Yes. I think that just sums it up, you know. So it's basically not the art, of eternal love, it's the art of eternal happiness, you know. And I think happiness is something that I think everyone hankers for and everyone would like to have and always want to have. Everything that you tell a story about is related. When you're talking to your friends, like socially, talking about your life, you know, you always dovetail that to happiness. Whatever thing that you talk about. Yeah, no. You talk about girlfriend, you talk about married life, you talk about work, you talk about how you want to be happy at work, how you want to be happy in your relationship, how you want to be happy when you are at home, you know, have a TV, have this, have a phone, a better phone, how you want to be happy because you have a better phone, you know, and the true form of happiness is eternal love, you know, cannot be better, you know, better than that, you know. When you have eternal love, you have eternal happiness. And eternal love is the love exchange between humans and the Almighty, the Supreme, that is making us, that has made us. We are caused by Him, and He's not caused by anyone. So He's the cause of all causes. So yeah, I think that's the highest form of love. And this book is going to be telling us about that eternal love and introducing us to the new form of happiness, to some of us. And we all want this happiness. Hare Krishna Prabhu, such an amazing, blissful reading. Please find the term self-love from your point of view. Please define the term self-love. Self-love is loving where you're going, loving why you wake up every morning. Uh, I think if you do the positive things in life, that that translates as self-love. Yeah, self-love is loving yourself and loving those around you and everything that is alive, and you are probably in the right path, to Bhakti, remembering that there is everyone. And through that, I think that manifests self-love and it comes back, your love for others and everything that is animate. It is part of God. It's very, very important. Wow. It's been a very blissful reading. I think this book is going to pack so much punch. Yeah. Regarding love, A happy new year to everyone. Season's greetings. And yeah, this is a time for another season with wisdom readings. It's going to be a very nice season, and I feel it now that yeah, this one it's starting with some power, and yeah, definitely promising to be a very great one. But anyway, I'm thanking you for today. I went 30 minutes, not even 1 second beyond today. Till the next time when Nomusa officially opens the book tomorrow and hands us out the nectar. The nectar. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Be there and join us at exactly the same time at 7 o'clock. And yeah, USA 108, press like, ask for your notifications as well, the bell. YouTube, USA 108. Come on. And then chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and be happy. Till next time, goodbye.